Spreadsheets for Learning, Doing, and Using Math. Part 3, Copying and Filling Formulas. Sometimes you have to do a calculation over and over and over, but with different numbers. With a spreadsheet, you can set up a formula so that you only have to do it once. Here's an example. At your cheese store, you sell cheddar cheese for $4 per pound. For each person buying cheese, you cut a piece of cheese, weigh it, and figure out how much they should pay you. You would also like to record all of the cheddar cheese sales. Start by setting up a table with helpful headings. So the two things we want to keep track of are pounds of cheddar cheese and their cost. A customer comes in and wants 1 pound of cheese. 1 pound. And even though I know that costs $4, I'm going to type a formula because I know I'm going to be using this formula over and over. Equals $4 per pound times 1 pound. 1 pound is in A2. And it gives the correct answer of $4. Now another customer comes in to buy 2 pounds of cheese. Instead of retyping the formula, I'm just going to copy it and paste it. Copy and paste. It gives the right answer. How did it do that? I'm going to look at the formula in cell B3. That's kind of odd. I remember typing A2 and I copied it so it should say A2, but it says A3. If it had copied A2, it would give the wrong answer of $4 in this cell and I would have to change the formula. But it seemed to know what I wanted and changed it already to A3. In fact, this is what happens in Excel or any spreadsheet. When you copy it down one row, it changes all the addresses down one row. Let's try it again. Suppose somebody wants a big chunk of 10 pounds of cheese for a party. And I can copy again. I'm going to use a keyboard shortcut. $40, that's correct. But now my store is getting busy. Lots of people come in and my assistant is cutting cheese and I'm running the register as fast as I can. I'm going to use a shortcut that saves even more typing. It's called filling. Here's what it looks like on a computer. It's slightly different on a tablet, as you'll see later. Click in the cell with the formula that you want to fill. Hover over the tiny square in the lower right-hand corner of the cell until the cursor changes shape from an outlined plus to a regular plus. Then hold down and drag as far as you need. Cells are filled in. What's really in them? Let's look at the formulas. Cell B5 has the same basic formula, but it says use A5, which is correct. Cell A6, B6 has the same formula with an A6. So they all do the right thing. As you fill down, all the addresses change down in the same way. Even if there's no number in cell A, you still get an answer. Let's see what it's doing there. It says 4 times A11. It's using the no number in column A as 0. So in fact, you could pre-fill them down for your store, and as people come in, this person's maybe going to buy half a pound of cheese. And once you fill in, the formula updates. You can fill across in the same way. That would not be appropriate with this table. And in some spreadsheets, you can also fill up or to the left. If you're using a tablet, filling works a bit differently. Here's how filling works in Excel on a tablet. First, I need a formula to fill. Double tap and the screen comes up. I think I want the numbers and symbols to keyboard equals 4 times A2. Return. Correct. $4. Get rid of the keyboard. So tap in the cell you want to fill, the one I just typed in. Choose Fill. The corners change to squares from dots. Drag the corner down and the formula fills in the cells that you outlined. Looks correct. In Google Sheets, it's still a little bit different. Okay, I want to type in my formula. Same thing. Equals 4 times A2. Return. Get rid of the keyboard. So in Google Sheets, first I outline the area I want to fill. Then I tap in the area and choose Autofill. Same steps, but in a different order. Numbers is a spreadsheet that comes with Apple devices. Here's how it works on an iPad. Double tap to pull up the keyboard. I need a formula. Here's an equals button there that gives me some symbols. Equals 4 times B2. Notice that I'm typing in the cell, but the formula only shows in the formula bar. Return. Looks good. Get rid of the keyboard. Tap in the cell with the formula again and choose Cell Actions. Autofill cells is the first choice. Choose that, and you get a thick outlined box. Drag the boundaries of the box to cover what region you want to fill. There it is. Here's a task you often do in math classes. Make a table of input and output values for a function. I'll show the polynomial function y equals x squared minus 3x plus 5. I think I'll start with -3 for x and increase by 0.5 or a half at each row. So I can do that with filling and a formula. So the next one will be the previous value, a3, plus a half or plus 0.5. Enter, and I get 1/2 to the right of -3 on the number line, -2.5. That's correct. I can just fill the rest because it's a function, and as I fill it, the A3 will change to A4, A5, and so on. I can go down as far as I want. Looks good. Okay. Now I need to type in the y value, which is going to be the formula x squared minus 3x plus 5. However, Excel doesn't know about x's, so I need to use the address of the cell that contains the x value. Equals x squared, where's x? It's in A3. Squared is raised to the second power, caret 2, minus 3x, so that's minus 3. I have to put in the times sign, times, and again x is in A3, plus 5. That looks correct. And I should probably do a side calculation, maybe on paper or mentally, to make sure that I have the right answer for that, in case I made some mistakes in typing it in. In fact, that is right. I don't have to type that formula ever again because I've checked that it's correct, and I'm going to fill down as I do, each A3 will turn to A4, A5, and so on. Woo! There they all are. That's the end of the lesson on copying and filling. Make up your own functions or do some of your math homework.